From Pop Warner to the Dome. From 5Ks to marathons. From Little League to work leagues. Focusing on the community sports lifestyle in Central New York. This is Sports Express Radio on News Radio 570 WSYR. Now on 106.9 FM.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that bump? Hey, thank you, Ian Wheatley. This is the Sports Express radio show. We've been talking about it for the last 3 weeks, and finally it's happening, folks. Yes, sir. We're going to be here every Sunday morning. Well, there are going to be a couple of exceptions, but we'll let you know well ahead of time. We've got the Fab Five, not the Fab Five, but we got 5 people in the studio today because we've got to introduce you to the personalities that are going to be involved with the radio show, and I'm just thrilled to be here. And guess who else is going to be here? My co-host on the old Tea Time show, the Kenster, Ken O'Neill. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Perry.
Is this a little awesome what we've got going on today?
Yes, it is.
And we have 3 guests now that we're gonna have to introduce. The CEO of Sports Express and a couple of guys. I'll leave it up to him to introduce them. Hey, and welcome. Hey, James, pull that little piece of paper out. You see this little piece of paper right in front of my eyesight? I can't even see Rob. Yeah, pull that thing away from there. I can't see Rob. Good morning, Mr. Bennett.
Good morning, Perry. Good morning, Ken.
Yeah, welcome to your first initial show. Mr. Bennett is the CEO of Sports Express. Tell us a little bit about Sports Express first. You know, in your own words, why you tried to get this thing up and running in Syracuse. You felt there was some need for something.
Yeah, sports and community sports has been my passion. It's been what drives me and my family, and not just us, but so many people, you know, within the community across the country. And notwithstanding all the passion and interest involved with the community sport lifestyle, there's very little media coverage. You hear about some varsity sport coverage. Obviously, you hear about Syracuse University and the like, but you know, we really designed Sports Express to do a bunch of things within the sport community lifestyle, but most importantly, helping sports organizations spread their messaging out within their communities and beyond. And could not be more excited to get our first radio show up and going today.
Finally.
Our first magazine got out a couple months ago, and second magazines are coming soon. So, you know, we're really starting to start spreading the word and providing some coverage of all the great things going on in the sport community lifestyle.
All right. And by the way, it's not just going to be your Sports Express magazine. Tell the folks some of the other things you're going to be doing and are doing right now.
Yeah, we truly intend on being your community sport connection and focusing on all aspects of the community, from youth sports up through your high school and your Syracuse University and professional sports, but even adult sports. There's a lot of things going on within the community: basketball leagues, baseball leagues, softball leagues, and you know, we want Sports Express to be your one-stop shop. When you're looking for everything that's going on within the sports community, you can start and finish with Sports Express.
Hey, there you go. And we do want to thank Rick Yakabush, obviously, the president of this section of the iHeartRadio, and you putting this thing together. So we want to say thank you to Rick.
Yeah, definitely a big thank you to 570 WSYR, the iHeartRadio network, 106.9. You know, very, very happy to be here and the opportunity that they've given us. We'd also like to thank our title sponsor for the show, which is John Davidson and the Davidson Auto Group, Davidson Ford of Clay, and the Davidson Auto Group with dealerships in Rome, Clay, and up in Watertown as well. Big thank you to those guys, and a big reason why we're on the air right now.
Yeah, and right up there on Route 31, they have, I don't know how many feet of frontage. When I first started watching the construction, I couldn't believe it. I mean, there's got to be 1,000 feet of frontage there. That is awesome. Anyway, we'll be talking to John a little bit later in the show.
Absolutely.
Do you mind? Oh, I forgot about Swanee. Swanee is the producer, so we got the pronoun, the Kenster, Swanee. You think about a handle for yourself, but I got a handle for one of the other guys here, right? You mind if I introduce one of the other guests?
Please do.
If I said poetry in Moten, does that mean anything to anybody in the sports world? Yes, it does. And that would be Lawrence Moten. Good morning, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Perry. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. For those of you who don't know, I mean, there could be some kids out there that don't know about Lawrence. If I told you that he was the all-time leading scorer in Syracuse University basketball history, would that ring a bell? Would that be sort of impressive? Not only that, if I told you he was a leading scorer in the All-East in history, would you believe that? Not only that, how about over 19 points per game, almost 20 points per game, folks? The only player in school history to score more than 500 points in 4 consecutive seasons. Lawrence, you were an offensive player, but you played defense fairly well. I don't think you give yourself enough credit for defense, but you were an offensive player. So you tell the folks out there, what is the key? When did you know that you finally had that little touch that make you, I don't know, it must be something that comes over you because it's not easy.
No, it's not easy at all, Perry. I call it, having the inner strength and mentality to always want to, kill your opponents, and not in a bad way. Just, just having confidence in yourself and understanding if you work hard and do what you have to do, the sky's the limit.
Oh, well, and I know as far as the basketball program is concerned, Hurricane Harvey is wreaking havoc down there in Texas and the Houston area. And tell us what the basketball team is doing. I guess it's the trainer along with the athletic department. They wanted them to send some T-shirts. And
They wanted to send some T-shirts and some things, clothing, food, what may it be, But the main thing is, that the world has to understand that we have to come together as a whole. And I really think that people have been doing that for the people down in Texas and Harvey, and especially the sports world. When I look at a guy like J.J. Watt, who's already, his foundation has donated $17 million. And just the whole sports world and everybody who's giving back, and doing what they have to do to help out the community and the surrounding people of Houston.
Yeah. Okay, now look, we would be remiss if we didn't mention Coach that just passed away this week, and I know you've had some experience with him, so give us your thoughts about Coach Rolly Massimino.
Yeah, Rolly Massimino was a great man. He did a lot for the University of Villanova. Won a great championship, against a great team in Georgetown, one of the greatest college championship victories that you can remember.
You have to say it was at least an upset, a big-time upset.
Absolutely. But, he was a part of also the Big East, and I call it the Big Four. The Big Four, Perry. And
the Big Four.
Yeah, the Big Four. John Thompson, Rolly Massimino, Luke Hornacek, and our guy Boeheim. Can't forget Boeheim. So those were the pioneers, and he was a strong focal point in helping the Big East strive to be the best that they can be, and he won a lot of good games.
Yep. Well, with 5 people in the studio, it's difficult to interact. But if any one of you guys has something to say to Lawrence or I'm about to introduce our next co-host, and that would be James Mungro. But please don't feel that you have to wait for us to in this dialogue. You pop right in if you got something you have to say, especially if you disagree with us. Right, Lawrence?
Absolutely.
Tough to disagree with any of that, Barry.
Yeah, that's right. It's tough to disagree with any of that. Thank you, Lawrence. And now, our 5th member of this. What did you call it, Lawrence? The
SportsXpress 5, like the Fab 5.
Oh, the SportsXpress 5. All right. The 5th member in the studio today is James Mungro. Yep, the same James Mungro. There was a 4-year letterman at Syracuse University. Second time all-leading rushing touchdowns and rushing yards. Music City Bowl MVP against University of Kentucky. Played 5 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts, and guess what? He has the biggest ring I've ever seen, a Super Bowl ring with the Indianapolis. James, it is a pleasure having you here. Your experience there with the Indianapolis is going to be a great asset to SportsXpress radio show, as well as Lawrence for NBA and commenting on almost anything. Doesn't make any difference, but tell us a little bit about what you're doing now for SportsXpress and some of the things that you're getting involved with the youth in the community.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Perry. We got a lot of things going on with SportsXpress, and basically we're just really trying to get our faces out there in the community and get stories from the youth and stuff and the adults to put in the magazines and on the web. I mean, like Rob said earlier, we want to be the one-stop shop here in Syracuse and conquer all the area in Syracuse with all the youth and adult sports and, some university sports as well, and really be the voices to be heard out here for the community.
Yeah. Now, what about this little football camp you got going on?
Yeah, we got all types of things going on. Just recently I've spoken to a lot of different football teams preseason, and we're about to actually start a football camp. Some drills going on at 481 Sports Center coming this spring. We have tons of stuff going on. I mean, I could be here all day talking about all the stuff we got going on.
Okay, but you got the football camp at 481 Sports.
Sports Center? Yeah,
we're
gonna. Pretty soon, 2018, we're going to be bringing NFL flag football there, and before that, starting this winter, we're going to do some different drill work and stuff like that, dealing with the kids, and mostly the youth. There'll be maybe some college kids there too as well.
All right. Well,
but Perry, even before then, next Saturday, prior to the Syracuse University game, SportsXpress and James Mungro are going to be running the Syracuse University football clinic prior to the game on Saturday afternoon. So, James, why don't you tell people about that one?
Yeah, we got a very big opportunity for SportsXpress and the community here to actually host. I spoke with some of the people up in Syracuse, and they reached out to me to host a football camp up there, and it's going to be great. Great time to be with some kids, and it's going to be before the game on Saturday, and it's going to be a great fair. I think it's going to be starting around 11 o'clock. It's an hour long. But it'd be a good time to interact with the kids and the community and the adults, and talk positive about football.
All right, now look, you were drafted. You're there at camp.
I was not drafted.
You weren't drafted.
No, I was a free agent. It's called.
Whoa, a free agent.
Yes.
I'm even more impressed now. All right, with a Super Bowl ring, no less. All right, so let's put you back at camp.
Okay.
And here this weekend they got a cut. They have two cuts. One is 75 and one is 53. They decided to eliminate the 75 step. They're going right down to 53. So here are these guys, and I had no idea. There are going to be about 1,000 guys cut. What's going through your mind if you're at camp?
Well, the veterans, and even some of the veterans, nothing's secured in football. And some guys will be waived, and they'll have other opportunities at other teams. Unfortunately, some guys will be waived and won't have opportunity at all. And some guys' career may be ended. It's a sad day in NFL when that happens. I was on that side of the fence one time as a youngster, and you just got to bounce back. And that's why the most important thing is to get your degree. Because you need that paper, because nothing's guaranteed in football or any sports.
Yeah, all you fantasy football guys, Chris Johnson, who was your number one running back just a couple of years ago, Chris Johnson just got waived, and the real question is whether or not his playing days are done. So a lot of those decisions going on within the NFL.
Yeah. All right. Now, and we're going to have a couple of segments with the Community Sports Report segment, and Kenster's going to do them. And Ken, let's try the first one, the Community Sports Report with the Kenster, Ken O'Neill.
Thank you, Perry. Section 3 kicked off their 2017 campaign this week, and we have highlights. Central Square's Jamie Battaglia racked up 331 yards and 5 touchdowns to propel the Red Hawks over Rome Free Academy 32-12. Corcoran easily dispatched Fayetteville Manly as 41-22 behind 2 touchdown scores by Khalil Robinson. Joe Bennett continued his masterful career with Sandy Creek, collecting 325 rushing yards and a trio of touchdown runs in the Comets' 35-22 defeat of Cato Meridian. Connor Spies completed 327 yards and 4 touchdowns as Thousand Islands opened their season with a big win over Waterville. In a narrow 229-231 defeat of Lafayette, the Chittenango boys golf team was paced by 7th grader Tyrus Kelly's 41. The Port Byron field hockey team knocked off Weedsport 1-0 in the Cayuga County Tournament Championship game on a goal by Caitlin Cordway. Some best moments in girls soccer. Christian Brothers Academy escaped with a dramatic 1-0 defeat of West Genesee on a late goal by Megan McKean. In his coaching debut, Jim Kramer's New Hartford Spartans knocked off Central Valley Academy 21-12. Also in his first game at the helm, Herkimer newcomer Jason Alexander saw his squad take care of Little Falls 14-6. The Christian Brothers Academy boys soccer team picked up a season-opening 3-2 overtime victory over Janesville DeWitt thanks to a game winner by Benito Vlasis. And West Genesee escaped with a 1-0 decision over Janesville DeWitt in girls action on the strength of Haley Elsie's goal. Rome Free Academy's Marion Draper and Chittenango's Carl Farber each lead a group of 4 teammates to a top 10 finish at the 43 annual South Jefferson Invitational. Draper turned in a winning time of 20:42.6, followed by second-place finisher Mariah Humiston, 22:11.5, Avery Hildebrand, 24-32-9 in the 8th, and Elisa Weinberg finished 9th at 25-02. The Black Knights just edged out South Jefferson by 2 points, 29-31. The Spartans were led by third-place finisher Alexa Doe at 22-43. Doe is an 8th grader, as were 3 other at the top finishers. And that's a look at the Community Sports Report for this half hour.
All right, and that's going to be brought to you by the Davidson Ford dealership up there on Route 31 in Clay, New York. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we're coming back. Guys, you ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, this is News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
Huge storm impacting a lot of people.
4.6 million people.
The aftermath of the storm.
Check in often for the latest.
It's going to impact the nation. It's a major disaster.
News Radio 570 WSYR.
Hello, Syracuse. Dave Anthony here for Romano Ford in Fayetteville, where the Romano brothers are giving you a big $10,000 discount on the 2017 Ford F-150 STX 4x4 Super Cab. It's stickers for $43,200. Take $10,000 off, it's just $33,200. Plus, get 0% financing up to 60 months. Prefer to lease that F-150 with the powerful EcoBoost engine, running boards, 20-inch wheels, backup camera, and sport package? It's just $289 a month for a short 24 months with $2,000 down. Currently leasing an F-150, it's only $259 a month. Come take $10,000 off your new F-150. It's just $33,200, or lease it for only $259 a month. 10,500 miles per year, 20 cents per mile thereafter, with approved credit from Ford Credit, plus sales tax and fees. F-150 lease loyalty and trade assist included. Romano Ford, North Burdick Street in Fayetteville. Shop 24/7 at RomanoCars.com.
SyracuseHelpWanted.com salutes the Employee of the Month, the one employee you can't live without. The others, let's just call them Dave.
Dave, why have you been shredding for hours?
The boss said we should cut costs, Mr. Employee of the Month.
How does this cut costs?
These are the expense reports for the whole year.
You shredded them all?
Thanks to me, our expenses this year are 0.
If you don't mind hiring Daves, go to the National Job Boards. They may be free, but trust us, they'll cost you. We make it easy to post a job, and it's local, so you won't get spammed by faraway job seekers. SyracuseHelpWanted.com. Local jobs that work.
Stickley Audi is celebrating Labor Day by taking the work out of buying new furniture. Get up to an extra 10% off everything in the showroom, like beds, leather sofas, recliners, dining tables, and more. Beautifully designed for unwinding and handcrafted for quality, including rugs and other accessories. 18-month interest-free financing is available for well-qualified buyers. Open Labor Day 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hurry in to Stickley Audi at Town Center, Fayetteville.
This is Kevin Fear, president of Mattress Express, and if there was one perfect mattress I could put in the middle of my showroom floor that everyone would love, that would be wonderful. But that's not how life works. Everybody has different preferences, different tastes, different needs. The online mattress companies want to sell you the concept that their mattress is perfect for everyone, but that's ridiculous. Let me share with you some of the realities of buying a mattress online. You will probably spend between $800 and $1,200 for a foam mattress that will show up on your doorstep and could weigh in excess of 100 pounds. Now, if you can, wrestle that into your bedroom and get it out of the giant cardboard box and the giant plastic bag you have to get rid of. Now you got to pay someone to haul away your old bedding, and oh, by the way, go buy a new box spring, only to set it up and find out you don't find it comfortable at all. Now you've got to jump through all the hoops of returning that mattress. They'll probably use a national junk hauling company. You'll have strangers in your house, and it could very well end up in a landfill. Does that make sense? Come to Mattress Express, where my quality 10-year warranty foam mattresses start at $487, and oh, you can lay on it before you buy it. Don't fall for the online hype. Come to Mattress Express.
This is Sports Express Radio on News Radio 570 WSYR.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome to the Sports Express Radio Show. I like that. That's cool. All right, guys. Hey, Kenster, Rob Bennett, CEO, James Mungro, Lawrence Moten, and we have one more member of the team. Let me see. He was one of Coach Boeheim's very first recruits at Syracuse University basketball. He earned second-team All-American honors when he was here. He combined with Louis Orr to form the Bowie and Louie Show, and they had a record, listen to this, 100 wins and 18 losses. Drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, Mr. Roosevelt Bowie. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing just fine. We got 5 in the studio, plus you, Roosevelt. I know you're part of this Sports Express team, and we are just thrilled to have you. This is certainly, I don't know if anybody on radio is able to put together some of these legends, Rob. I don't know. I don't know if any other shows around that can do this. Do you?
I don't know of any, Perry. We're extremely lucky to have these guys, and it just, shows the power of the community sport lifestyle that we can get these guys that are interested in what we're doing here and getting so intimately involved. It's just fantastic.
Now tell the folks what Roosevelt is doing out there in Rochester, and you talk to Rosie, and maybe you want to say hello to him. Hey, Roosevelt, we've got to play golf sometime. I've been with James and Lawrence and Dale, but not you to play golf. We got to figure it out.
Hey, let me know. I'll come out there.
Okay. What is Roosevelt doing for Sports Express, Rob?
Rosie is running the show out in Rochester, doing everything that Sports Express is trying to do with connecting the sports community and the businesses that are looking to weave their brands into the buying habits of the community sport lifestyle. So he's out and promoting activities. He's working with charitable organizations to help take their events to the next level and putting together some events on his end as well. He's done a large fishing tournament, and he's done a bunch of basketball, different related things. I'll let him talk about it. But Rosie is just a fantastic guy and sports ambassador for Sports Express. And when you go anywhere in the Rochester area, number one, everyone's looking up to him, trying to figure out who it is. But then once they see that it's Rosie, just the expression that come across people's faces and just the adoration for this guy is just something that's special to behold.
Yeah, Rosie, tell her what you're doing out there in Rochester.
Oh, we're doing a little bit like we just had a fishing tournament out here, and Dale came out and did a real good job, brought in a real nice rainbow. I think I got him hooked in the fishing world. Everybody better be careful. I'll have everybody fishing before long.
Yeah, you're going to have your hands full with me, Roosevelt. You better pack your lunch. It's going to take you all day to get a fishing pole in my hand.
Listen, you'd be surprised. I just took my niece out yesterday, and she caught 5 walleye, the largest one, 9 pounds.
Oh!
Where's my invite, Rosie? Where's my invite, Rosie? I want to come out there and go fishing with you. I like to fish.
Hey, Tisco Lake, we went out there. We had a great time. That was her first time out. She caught 5 walleye.
5 walleye. Are you a fisherman, Lawrence?
Yes, I am.
You too?
Yes, I am.
And you fish as well, James?
Wait, hold up a second. Lawrence, sunfish doesn't count.
No. We talking about croaker, perch, spots.
Okay.
About fishing, my friend. Trust me.
All right, Roosevelt, I'm going to give you a shot. I'll go fishing with you once. I got to figure this out. Maybe I will like it. It's got to be relaxing, isn't it? I mean, with the rigors of the daily routine, is it as relaxing as golf?
Hey, listen, it's even more relaxing, especially if you know what you're doing. And I never talk about my basketball skills, but I started playing basketball when I was 14. I started fishing when I was 6.
Oh, wow.
Send your blood, Rosie. Send your blood.
By the way, so who took you fishing for the first time? Come on, a friend, your dad, your mom, your sister, brother?
My grandmother took me fishing for the first time,
all right.
and I lost my mind.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so Roosevelt, it's a pleasure having you on the team. For me, for those of us who haven't achieved the same level of excellence as you guys have in sports, it's really a big thrill because it gives the audience a chance to listen to people who have been there, who have made it, folks. By the way, I may have missed something. Did I say that you also were an All-American selection in your senior year? You were second team in your freshman year and All-American in your senior year. That's pretty impressive, Roosevelt. And so are you when you're standing in front of you. The coach liked you a lot, as you know. You and Lawrence were one of his both favorites of his, and he spoke. I played golf with the coach, and he talks about both of you guys like you guys are legends. Well, you are. Roosevelt, it is a pleasure to have you on the team. We're going to introduce one more member of the team when we come back from break, but really and truly. Welcome to Sports Express and the Sports Express radio show, and we'll have you on from time to time every other week. We're going to try to schedule one of you guys to come on, to be in the studio or to call you up on the phone if you have something to say about basketball or whatever. Fishing tournament. Okay, thank you, Rosie. Okay, there he goes, Roosevelt Bowie. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah,
great man.
Just for you guys, yeah, he is. He really is a special person. We're going to take another break, folks, but then we're going to come back with Dale Shackelford. Yes, the Dale Shackelford, Syracuse University. Another legend. This is News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
It's just gone.
Help Texas.
I contributed to the Red Cross.
Text Harvey to 90999.
Total devastation. I don't know what.
Help with News Radio 570 WSYR.
When was the last time you walked out of a mattress store feeling confident about your purchase? These places exist for one reason. For a highly trained, commission-driven salesperson to dupe you into spending way too much money on a mattress. Hi, my name is Neil, and I'm one of the co-founders of Casper. Casper was created with a single goal in mind: deliver a great night's sleep at an incredible value. So we hired a team of engineers and designers to develop a single perfect mattress that sleeps cool and has just the right sink and bounce. We sell the Casper mattress online, skipping the markups of mattress stores, and we let you try it out in your own home for 100 nights risk-free. In less than 3 years, we've rapidly become the internet's favorite mattress. In fact, it now has more than 20,000 reviews with an average of 4.8 stars. Try us out today. Simply go to Casper.com and use code MEDIA to get $50 towards your mattress purchase. Terms and conditions apply. That's gift code MEDIA at Casper.com for $50 towards your mattress purchase. Casper.com. Thanks for checking us out.
Looking for the reliability of a new vehicle at a price you can afford? Hurry to Kia of East Syracuse and buy a certified pre-owned. You'll save big and drive away in confidence with Kia's exhaustive 150-point inspection and 10-year, 100,000-mile CPO limited powertrain warranty. Don't buy a vehicle that's not certified from a run-of-the-mill dealer. Buy from Kia of East Syracuse and buy certified. When you buy a certified pre-owned Kia from Kia of East Syracuse, you're covered in case of a breakdown with 24-hour roadside assistance, towing, and even rental car coverage. That's next level reliability. Worried you can't get approved for a certified pre-owned Kia? Kia of East Syracuse guarantees your credit approval if you make at least $350 per week. That's next level affordability. If you're looking for a great deal on a great vehicle, Kia of East Syracuse has you covered. That's Kia of East Syracuse, Route 690 to Bridge Street in East Syracuse. Or visit us online at KiaofEastSyracuse.com. All offers subject to credit approval. Warranty is limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details.
570 WSYR. Weather.
This afternoon will be cloudy with showers left over across the area into the evening hours. It will be cool, a high of 64. Will dry out overnight tonight, partial clearing, in fact, low 55. That'll set up a beautiful Labor Day tomorrow, partly sunny, warming to 82. Showers and storms back, though, by Tuesday. With your AccuWeather forecasts, I'm Bill Degger on Syracuse's news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. The White House trying to verify North Korea's claim that it set off an H-bomb overnight.
After that explosion this morning that registered some 6.3 on the Richter scale in northeastern North Korea. Sarah Sanders, the press secretary, in a statement today saying the national security team is monitoring this closely. The president and his national security team will have a meeting to discuss further later on today.
Fox's John Roberts. Floodwater still rising in several Texas communities more than a week after Hurricane Harvey. The governor says the recovery will be a long one.
We have rising water still in the Beaumont area and other parts of the state of Texas that we need to still be involved in the search and rescue process, but then the rebuilding process, and this is where the long haul begins.
Greg Abbott on Fox News Sunday. Walter Becker, one of the co-founders of the jazz rock duo Steely Dan, has died. The guitarist was 67. Fox News, we report, you decide.
SportsXpress Radio continues on News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
Whoa, here we go. We're back. This is wild music. We're not used to this. I love this kind of music. Hey, Dave, should we? We'll take it. You don't have to get. You don't have to get Dale yet. We'll go to the athletes and we'll get Dale a little bit later. Okay? All right. So listen, we're going to have a segment. Right about this time every week, we're going to have a segment we're going to call Athletes of the Week, plural. You might want to throw in a coach every once in a while, and Rob Bennett is going to do that. So do you have anything to say about the segment today before we get to Ken's second report?
I do, Perry, and really we're trying to use this segment to empower and have the community embrace this segment and contact us with potential athletes of the week, teams of the week, coaches of the week, and we really want to make this the community's radio show where we're sponsoring and promoting all of the great things and events are taking place in the area. So please contact us on the website, which is syracuse.sportsexpress.com. And you can always email me, rob@sportsexpress.com. That's sportsxpress.com. And, so because we didn't have that this week, I took an opportunity to look around and identify some things and a couple special stories that I saw. The first was, a 10-year-old athlete named Damon LeClaire, who in his first football game of the season, kid from Marcellus, scored 3 touchdowns and an extra point in a 26-0 victory over Mid-Lakes. So he's our first athlete of the week. What do you think of that, James?
10
Think that's
years
a pretty good
old.
start?
10 years old.
That's a great start. Very good start.
All right.
I think that 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and a rushing extra point. So that's fantastic.
Cool.
Damon LeClaire, congratulations.
Okay. I think we're going to... Are we going to do Ken's report, too? Then Ken's going to piggyback with you, all right?
Sounds good.
On this, Ken O'Neill, Kent the Kenster's got a second report.
Thank you, Perry. We have some high school ball players, girls and boys, who are going on to college. Ben Bowers of Liverpool, boys soccer, is going to the University of New Hampshire. Lucas Vecchio of Baldwinsville, boys soccer, is going to Niagara University. We have Frank Levanti of Baldwinsville in baseball. He plays second and third base. He's going to Oswego. Meg Hare of Janesville DeWitt, girls basketball. She's 5'11". She's going to the University of Pennsylvania. You've got Danielle Rauch of Bishop Ludden, girls basketball, 5'8", going to the University of Michigan. Dylan Wallace of Liverpool, boys lacrosse. He's going to Norwich University. Matthew Vavones of Christian Brothers Academy is going to Canisius College for boys lacrosse. Jaleel Berry, an offensive and defensive lineman, 6'3", 265, is going to Boston College. He's already been signed there. Brandon Goppett of Central Square, boys lacrosse, is going to the University of Alabama in Huntsville for boys lacrosse. In football, Tyler Days, a defensive back, 6'1", 195, is going to Boston College. Jahid Henry of Corcoran is going to, he's 6'3", he's going for football to Pace University. And for the Christian brothers, Dom Spinoso of baseball, he's going to Fairleigh Dickinson. You've got girls basketball from Utica Proctor, Ecole Ajang, and she is going to Queens College in New York. Vincent Alteri of Watertown IHC for football. He's going to the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. Also going there for baseball is Vincent Alteri. And Shian Irwin of Poland, girls soccer, is going to St. John Fisher, which is out there in Rochester. The NFL's cutdown day was good for Cam Lynch and bad for 7 former Syracuse players trying to make it to the NFL. Lynch, who was undrafted free agent in 2015, got the best news of the day when he was not among the players released as the Tampa Bay Bucks got their roster down to 53 players. Lynch carved out a place in the NFL during his first 2 years playing primarily as a special teamer, and while those abilities play a role in him making the While those abilities playing a role in making him Tampa Bay's roster again, Lynch has reportedly progressed to the point that he's being considered for a starting linebacker position. Unfortunately, Amba Edatawe was among those released by Jacksonville, and quarterback Ryan Nassib, perhaps the most high-profile of the Syracuse contingent, was reportedly released by the Saints. ESPN's Adam Schefter was the first to report the roster move. So that is a look at community sports in the area.
Hey, cool, Ken. Nice
Great
report.
job,
Nice,
Ken.
great job. And
Also,
Lawrence, what?
we have field hockey. Not too many people ever talk about field hockey. Yeah. Baldwinsville beat Vestal 7-0 as Amanda Strink had 5 goals.
Nice going, Amanda. Nice going. Lawrence, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, no, I was just wanted to say Ken did a great job on talking about these youth sports teams and organizations, and understand that these kids that are getting these scholarships, it's a beautiful thing. And we're talking about all different sports here. That's what this Sports Express community and what we're trying to do is about. We're going to go out into the streets and watch some of these games. I was blessed yesterday to go to the Valley and check out a little league youth football game.
Oh, cool.
Against Kirk Park and the team in the Valley. So we're going to be out and about watching these games, and hopefully you guys just keep working hard and keep doing what you do.
All
and
right.
Field hockey and that type of thing, you don't hear that much about it, so you'll be hearing it here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. On the line with us, we got him, the man, Dale Shackelford. And according to Lawrence, the original Shack. I never
Shack.
thought about that. The original Shack. By the way, Dale was recruited. I didn't know this. I did check. Hey, I checked up on you, Dale. I know that you were recruited by about 200 schools before you decided on Syracuse. You were a 4-year starter, and you were the first freshman to make the starting team for Coach Roy Danforth. Think about that. Drafted by the Phoenix Sun, but you played professionally, Chile, Italy, before playing 10 years in the British Basketball League, where you were one of the all-time great players there. Ladies and gentlemen, Dale Shackelford in Utica. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
I'm doing
Good
just
morning,
fine. Yeah, we got James Mungro. We got Lawrence. We've got Rob. Is there anything you want to say to any one of them? Because I know you talk to them from time to time, but you got to give them an assignment over the weekend. Give them some kind of an assignment to do for you, Dale.
Well, there's no assignment. We just got to keep doing, what we're doing. Great job. SportsXpress is going to be big, in New York State soon, and we just got to keep working hard at it, and things will come.
Yeah.
Hey, Shaq, I saw that Whitesboro had a big win on the football field on Friday night. How'd the Jugglers do this weekend?
Jugglers got beat. I don't know the final score, but they started out strong early on, and it just didn't happen. They're a little shorthanded. You got a lot of guys going both ways.
Hey, Shaq, wait a minute.
You know as well as I know, the energy level is going to take its toll on you late in the game.
Hey, we're from Syracuse, Shaq. Who are the Jugglers, Rob? Who are the Jugglers?
Well, that's wanted to get into.
Notre Dame, one of the greatest teams in New York State.
Oh,
that's one of the special things about Shaq is that Shaq was a graduate of Utica Notre Dame and used his basketball skills and notoriety to earn a scholarship at Syracuse University and then play professionally all over the world. But Shaq's right back in Utica where it all started, and I like him saying that his story's been told, and now he's focusing on telling the next chapter of great Utica athletes to go up through the ranks.
All right. Hey, Dale, welcome aboard the SportsXpress team. This is really an impressive lineup of Syracuse athletes you put together, Rob. You should be congratulated. And it's really a thrill for me to be working with you guys. I so enjoy, and I had the chance to play with Shaq in that charity event with Davidson Ford put on over at the Utica.
Yeah, Shaq can swing it, that's for sure.
Hey, so Shaq, he misses a couple of shots, and I hit a really good drive, folks. And Dale hits one out there about 40 yards past me. I couldn't believe it. Hey, listen, Dale, you don't show up the old guys the way you did there again. You know what I mean? Don't do that to me again, Dale.
Well, I'm old too. Lawrence and Rosie, those guys are a lot younger than I am. So I got to stay on my game, and I got to stay in shape in order to compete with those guys.
Remember what I tell you, Dale. It's not old. It's wise.
Oh, it's wise. It's wise, Dale. It's wise. Hey, listen, Dale, thank you very much. You got Roosevelt Bowie, Dale Shackelford, James Mungro, Lawrence Moten. I don't know what else to say, folks. You got to stay tuned here every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock on News Radio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM. And listen to these guys. They're going to bring it to the table every single week. We're going to have at least one of them on. And you won't have to deal with 5 in the studio, kind of make it more intimate with maybe 2 or 3. But thanks a lot, Dale, and welcome to the team.
And thank you, and we just hope that we can get some of these younger athletes, in the limelight and experience the same things that we experienced over the years.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Dale. Talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
All right, folks. Hey, don't touch that dial. This is News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
Hey, Siri, listen to 570 WSYR on iHeartRadio.
Listen to News Radio 570 WSYR anywhere with our free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go on the farm. Hello, this is Onondaga County Executive Joni Mahoney inviting you to On Farm Fest, the Onondaga County Agriculture Council's Open Farm Day. Free this Saturday, 10 till 3. Tour 8 farms, enjoy giveaways, live music by Grammy winner Tom Chapin and others, plus food for purchase from food trucks and farms. On Farm Fest is this Saturday. Plan your day at onfarmfest.com. Sponsored by Burn Dairy and Onondaga County Farm Bureau.
It's a Labor Day savings event at Olam's with 0% financing for up to 60 months on furniture and bedding and 36 months on appliances. Enjoy the lowest prices of the season on furniture with a Your Choice sofa sale starting at just $3.99. Reclining sofas as low as $4.99. And a 4-piece stainless steel kitchen package only $15.99. 0% financing up to 60 months, but only through Monday and only at Olam's. in Mattydale and DeWitt.
It's more of Sports Express Radio on News Radio 570 WSYR. Now on 106.9 FM.
We're back on the air, folks. The Sports Express radio show. We've got Lawrence Moten in the studio, James Mungro in the studio. We talked to Roosevelt Bowie, Dale Shackelford. We got Rob Bennett from Sports Express, the Kenster, and the Swanee. Hey, we've been juggling a couple of things, but it's been working out just fine. Just fine. It's going to be even better as we move along, folks. On the line with us right now is the gentleman who is really responsible for helping us put this whole package together, and that would be John Davidson from the Davidson Ford Group up there on Route 31. But really, it's a Davidson Group because they also have dealerships in Watertown and Utica. Oh, good morning, John. How you doing?
Good morning, Perry. I'm doing great. How is everyone?
Everybody is
Morning,
just fine. I'd like to have Rob say whatever he wants to say to you because you made it happen here at WSYR. And Rob, you take it off with John.
Yeah, again, John, thank you very much for coming in and being our title sponsor and allowing us to do this show. But I really want everyone to know just about the great people that are part of the Davidson Auto Group. These guys are really the real deal. It's very important for them to get out in the community, and there's so many great things that they're doing. They do golf shootouts to raise money for kids that are undergoing open heart surgery. They're raising money for ALS and all different other types of things, really getting involved with their employees' activities, both in the sports organization levels and inside, the charities that are important to all of their employees. And, their motto there at the Davidson Auto Group is nice people to deal with. And, it really is the God's honest truth. When you walk into their top-notch showrooms and all of their auto repairs facilities and their car washes, just everything they do is top-notch, and we can't thank them enough for everything that they do for us and for the athletes in the entire communities of Rome, Syracuse, and Watertown.
Does that include John as well? And like being nice guys? Hey, John.
Yeah, John's okay.
John. Hey, John. By the way, for those of you who don't know John, it's like when you meet him, you say, wow, you usually have first impressions. Well, my first impression was someone who said that he wanted to participate wanted to play a little golf. And that immediately clicked with me. But I have to tell you about John. Just one little quick thing before we start talking about Davidson and some of the things we're going to be doing for the rest of the year. And some of the things that have already been done with Lawrence and James right here in town. John is a very fine golfer. You don't get a chance to play often enough, but if you did, you would be one of the top amateur golfers in upstate New York. There's no question in my mind about that. Have you ever seen anybody hit a ball farther than John Davidson, Rob?
Not in a long time, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, now, tell us what Davidson Ford is doing, not only in Utica and Syracuse, or let's say specifically focus on Syracuse, because as I understand it, Lawrence and James are going to be involved with you.
Yeah, and thanks for all the kind words, guys. It means a lot. So we're new in Syracuse. We've been in the Rome market since 1962 and in the Watertown market since 1980, and we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary in July, our foray into the Syracuse market. So we're learning the community, along the way, and we appreciate all the help you guys are giving us as we kind of ingrain ourselves.
All right. Do you have anything to say to either James or Lawrence? You haven't played golf with Lawrence yet, but that James was at that to Utica.
I tried to rope James in for a long day on the golf course, but I got Dale, and then so I got James to hit that shot at the charity shootout.
How far did that shot go, John?
Hey,
do you remember?
I think maybe 6 yards.
Hey, Bennett.
It's golf,
Bennett,
not football.
Bennett, you don't talk about that golf that way.
That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all.
That was,
okay, that wasn't very
wait
nice.
a minute. Are you serious?
That wasn't very nice.
One of the stars here. We got a star. He starts talking about a tee shot on a par 3, no less.
Perry, the guy's got a Super Bowl ring, so we got to bust his chops about golf.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you a story real quick. So we did the shootout. We had an Escalade up, and for a great local Rome, New York pro, Steve Campanero's son, Sevi, had his third open heart surgery, and I think he's 11 years old, so we were supporting that. So we went through 90 golfers and no hole-in-one. 20 minutes after it ended, a group of guys were playing back through, and a friend of mine hit a hole-in-one from the exact spot on the.
Oh my
No
goodness.
way!
Oh my
No
goodness.
way!
Wow.
John, no way!
Wow.
Come on, John.
Was that John? Was that group that was there at the very end?
Yep, there was about 12 guys. They went out and they played a couple holes for fun, and had some lighthearted betting. And they got back to the 7th hole, and it was dark-ish. He grabbed a 7-iron, as I'm told. It was Patrick Surace from Rome, and so I started receiving calls like crazy. And I was like,
Okay, John. Hey, hang on a second. Okay, John, listen to me now. Pay attention. Get a pencil. I want you to write this down. I need to have his name and his telephone number, because he's going to be a guest on our show next Saturday to describe this whole thing. Please. All right,
I can do that.
All right, send me his information. I want to call him to get him on the show. Ken announces the holes in one, and this is Ken, you didn't know this one, did you?
I did not.
Okay. All right. Please send me the information, and we'll go on from there. Okay, so now what do you got planned for the Syracuse market? I know you're going to be trying to do something with James and Lawrence on a regular basis up at your dealership and in the community. Do you need them for anything today?
I need them to stop the rain because we were on a good stretch of weather here. We got September's a pretty cool month for us. Obviously, it's back to school, and we always try to connect something we're doing on the dealership side to the community. So our promotion, this month is our 2017 sell down, and for every 2017 vehicle we sell, we're going to give $17 to fill some projects from a website called DonorChoose.org, and specifically teachers in classrooms that are looking for things that they need to make their classroom and make the kids' education, fill out projects and different things. We'll try to fill as many of those projects with that money as we possibly can and donate those into the Syracuse School District. So
yeah, for all you people that are looking for vehicles, $17 down for your new Ford vehicle.
Oh, wow.
And that $17 is going to local schools and classroom funds, and that's just fantastic, John.
How cool is
That's
that?
great. That's really good.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Very good thing.
And by the way, you guys are you have a truck, do you not?
Yeah,
it looks like it's a showroom.
It's a F1 150. It's really nice, and I've been up there, and they've done some work on it and put a liner in just last week. And I swear, the people up there, it's the normally when you go to buy a car or get a car, I mean, the people are just really, really on you. Up there at Davidson, they're so polite.
Yep.
First class operation. They're not hassling. They're not looking over your shoulder. If you have a question, they're there for you. They answer the question. Just very, very first class operation up there.
Okay, so you got the
F-150.
150. What do you have, Lawrence?
I have the Ford Explorer.
Whoa, the Ford Explorer. Pardonnez-moi. How many people can you fit in that? 10?
About 6 people. Very, very, very nice truck, and it's definitely been helping me when I'm doing my camps and my clinics and going out. I also have the Davidson Ford Magnet that I put out, and I've got a couple of people asking me, where'd you get the car? So I make sure I mention, John Davidson and my guy CJ Crunk. Can't forget about you, CJ.
Hey, CJ better be listening. Don't forget. Hey, listen, John, do you realize this signal goes way east of Utica? It goes up into Oswego County, north of Oswego County. They can hear us in Rochester, and they can hear us down past Cortland and Ithaca.
And John, that's just on terrestrial radio because, as we talked about, people just have to download the iHeart app, and then they can listen to it whenever and wherever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that my in-laws are listening down in Long Island right now. So
Fantastic.
Yeah, because we streamed. Yeah, of course they hear it. Anyway, John, thanks again for stepping up to be the title sponsor for the Sports Express radio show. And we'll look forward to talking to you from time to time. You got to come back on from time to time. We want to know about what's happening in Utica as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I know I'm running short on time, but on September 16th at Baldwinsville High School, we're doing a Ford Drive for Your School event. And that's 20. Every person that goes out, gets in a car and test drives, Baldwinsville gets $20 from Ford.
Wow, that's
great.
cool.
That's great.
Well, all they have to do is test drive it, and they get $20.
Yeah. Hey. So we're gonna try to raise about $6,000. That's the max that we like to try to max out the factory programs and make them work for it. So if we can push that along and get just people to show up, that $20 goes straight to the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Keep up the good work, John. That's a big thing, man. You guys are doing for the community.
Yeah. Okay, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We look forward to talking to you again. See you later.
All right. We'll talk to you later, guys.
Okay. All right, folks. Okay, for the first show, and we got a little time to talk. We haven't even talked Syracuse football. My gosh, I don't know what we're going to do about Dungy. If you told me that there was somebody went 37 for 53 with 431 yards, I'm going to say, holy smokes. He's and I know Coach was a little concerned. The media is concerned about him and the way he's a wild man on the field, so to speak, and they wanted to kind of tame down. At least the media does. Coach says, wait a minute. Here's a quote. He says, "You can't be afraid when you play this game. You have to go out and play. If he's jumping over everybody, so all right, he's going to run a risk of injury." What do you say to that, James?
Oh, well, I mean, the coach is absolutely 100% correct on that. Dungy's doing very, very good his first game. He had a rating of 181.8 rating, and that's great. But as well, he ran the ball 51 yards. You don't ever want your quarterback to be a leading rusher. But they had a great game. Congratulations to the SU football team, 50-7 win over Central Connecticut State. But again, Dungy is playing very, very, very well. The team is playing well. They were way a lot better than Connecticut. Obviously, they were way overmatched. But Dungy did his thing out there.
Yeah, he did. And by the way, Baber said year 2 between games 4 and 6. You know what that means? It means that he wants to step up. He's calling it right now between games 4 and 6 to get more consistency. Okay, folks. Hey, that's a minute. We got a minute left. Hey, thank you very much, Rob, James, Lawrence, Kenster, and Swanee. This is going to be fun. All right,
Lawrence. Before we go, how's your daughter playing ball?
My daughter's doing very well. Thanks for asking. Both of my daughters, they're doing well.
One's at Buffalo, correct?
No, she's not at Buffalo anymore. She's not at Buffalo anymore.
I'm sorry.
James, anything to say quickly?
It's okay.
Hey, no, let's keep the ball going with SU football.
Okay, quickly. Okay, Rob.
Great first show. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah. Ken?
Yes.
Okay, folks, we will see you next week. This is News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.